Welcome back to Math Easy, everyone. We will now learn how to graph the rational expression. The parent function here is 1 over x. The basic graph of this type of a parent function is, it looks like this, and it is in quadrant 1 and 3. To graph the transform function of this rational function, f of x equals to 1 over x, the transform function looks like a over x minus h plus k. Now, if we put x equals to h, then the denominator becomes 0 and we get a vertical asymptote. Remember, an asymptote is a line that your graph tends to approach, but it cannot actually touch that line. So, x equals to h is your vertical asymptote. X equals to h, vertical asymptote, and the k here, the number that we add from outside, is y equals to k, your horizontal asymptote. So the horizontal line your graph will tend to approach but not actually reach that line or touch that line. So we can just quickly see how does that feel like. This is your horizontal asymptote. Alright, now let's take a look at the question. Our first question is g of x equals to 1 over x minus 4. So let's decode the information that we have. If I put x equals to 4, then my expression becomes undefined, which means that's my vertical asymptote. And then what are we adding from outside? There is nothing. So y equals to 0 is our horizontal asymptote. Now from the given all the graphs, we will try and eliminate the ones that we do not need. So look at this one here. You can see there is a blue line which shows the vertical asymptote, but it is at x equals to 0. And the horizontal line is at y equals to a negative number. I can't see it really clearly, but it looks like a negative number around negative 4. Is that what we need? No, we need x equals to 4 and y equals to 0. So this is not our answer. Let's check another one. In this case, you see the vertical line is on the left side, which means it is x equals to a negative number. And you can see the horizontal line. We don't need a negative number for x. We can eliminate it right now. And let's take a look at A. You can see in A, the vertical line is at x equals to 4. It is on the right side. And the horizontal line is at y equals to 0. So this is our answer. A is our answer. So you can see that you don't really need to graph the expression here, the equation here. All you need to do is very cleverly find your asymptotes and make a choice here. Let's take another example. H of x equals to 1 over x plus 1. Now look at your x value. If you make x equals to 0, if you put x equals to 0 in this example, then we have to compare it with the general form, the transform form, and then you can see that if you put x equals to 0, then the expression becomes undefined, which means x equals to 0 is your vertical asymptote. And the number from the outside plus 1 is your horizontal asymptote. So now we will find a graph that follows these two asymptotes condition. So what we can do here is we can start with the first one, and the line was passing through x equals to 0. For another one, x equals to 0. X equals to a positive number, which I can clearly see, so I said approximately 1, and then x equals to almost negative 1. Since we need x equals to 0, we can eliminate C and D in this case. Now let's make a choice between A and B. A and B, both of them have a vertical asymptote of x equals to 0. Now we need to find which one is the correct answer. So here comes the horizontal asymptote. Let's see where we have y equals to 1. In A, I can see the y is below the x-axis, which means it's a negative number. And for B, I can see the horizontal line is above the x-axis and it is almost equals to 1. So we can make a choice, eliminate A, and B would be our answer. So we were making choices so far, I want to show you, if there are no choices given to you, how can you graph your own equation. And we will follow the same way. We will decode the asymptotes, and just by drawing the asymptotes we can draw our graph easily. Let's take another example. G of x equals to 1 over x minus 2 minus 5. So let's decode the asymptotes first. Your asymptote, vertical asymptote, is x equals to 2, because if you put x equals to 2, it becomes undefined. And your horizontal asymptote is y equals to negative 5. So let's draw the asymptotes first. At x equals to 2, we will go ahead and draw a vertical line. So we can use dashed vertical line. And then at y equals to negative 5, you can go ahead and draw a horizontal line. And now you know how the parent function of 1 over x looks like. We will go ahead and make a choice. So this is how my graph will look like for 1 over x minus 2 minus 5. So your graph will not touch your asymptotes, but will pass very close to the lines, the horizontal and the vertical asymptotes. And now we can make a choice by decoding this information from the graph. And A could not be my choice because the horizontal asymptote is way below the x-axis, and the vertical asymptote is also on the left side. But I can see that D follows the rules. The vertical line is on the right side and the horizontal asymptote is below the x-axis. So this is how we can make our choice. Alright, we can make our choice and we can say that D is our final answer. I hope this makes the graphing easy for you, and please let me know if you have more questions on any other topics. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe Math Easy.